graph y equals negative cube root x plus 1 minus 4 using integer values. Since this is a cube root function, we need to use numbers that are cubic in nature. So that would be like 0, 1, and 8, as well as we can take the cube root of a negative number. So we're going to do negative 1 and negative 8 to base our table off of. I'm going to use negative 8, negative 1, 0, 1, and 8 to make my numbers. I need to check my h value. I have a horizontal shift. It says plus 1 in the function, but my horizontal shift is always the opposite of that. I have minus 1 for my h number. I need to apply that to each one of my input numbers so that I can adjust them. My new input numbers are going to be negative 9, negative 2, negative 1, 0, and not 9, it'll be 7. If I plug in those particular x numbers, I should still get a whole number output, even though I have a horizontal shift. So let me set up these plugins right here, leaving a blank spot for the spot that I want to plug my number in. Plus 1, minus 4, negative cube root, plus 1, minus 4. Okay. Notice that that minus 4 is outside of the root. So make sure that when you're typing in your calculator that the minus 4 is not inside the root. Sometimes you have to hit an arrow key on your calculator to make it break off. That way you can type the minus 4. If I were to plug in a negative 9, negative 2, negative 1, 0, and 7. I like to start in the middle because it's the 0 row. That's just my preference. I know that that output is going to give me a negative 4. And then my next numbers are going to be negative 5, negative 6, negative 3, negative 2. If you run a calculator on all those, they'll work just fine. If you think you can see the pattern to that, then you can speed up your table. I did it, my table, in sort of a pattern. All right, put these dots on the graph, draw it, and be done. Negative 9, negative 2 is our first order pair. Got it. Negative 2, negative 3. Negative 1, negative 4. 0, negative 5. And then 7, negative 6. Right there. Okay, these graphs do go both directions. This time the dot that's in the middle is the 0 dot. However, since this graph is a cube root, we can go both directions because we're allowed to take the cube root of a negative number. So our graph will make sort of an S shape. I kind of like doing the middle part first. There's a slight wiggle in the middle part. Almost makes like an S shape and gets almost flat on the left and right side. Sorry for the poor sketch of the graph. As long as you got the dots and you try to follow them, it should look something like that.